so welcome back to another video on NIKOLA stock. So NIKOLA is obviously not a company which we talk about very often because it's just not really one that we cover on this channel too much anyway. We do cover a lot of electric vehicle startups, but NIKOLA is just not one of those, not for any particular reason, but it's just not one that people often want to see. But I do actually do updates on NIKOLA stock sometimes when there is some important news around it, and when some news has been building up for a long period of time. And of course, NIKOLA has been having quite a bit of news over the last period of time, the last few days and weeks and whatnot, and I just thought I'd let this settle, see what goes on, and then come back to make a video on it. So please do subscribe if that sounds good. Please do leave a like, because we make videos on stock market analysis every single day. So yeah, I think that you'll enjoy it here. But let's just have a look at NIKOLA stock price. So looking at the start of the month, honestly, we saw highs just over $50, quite the high for a company which doesn't even have a product out yet. And of course, a lot of news has come out since then about NIKOLA, claims of fraud and whatnot. I'm not going to say whether it is or is not fraud. That's for you guys to make your own mind up on, because of course I am no stock analyst, neither am I a financial advisor. This is just my opinion on the company. So yeah, the stock price has clearly been taking a hit. However, looking at the 5-day, we can see the stock actually quite in the green. Quite an interesting topic, because around this point we were looking flat. It actually looked like we were about to drop even further down, but then we just saw highs actually here, and the stock just went up and up and up. We saw a little bit of sell-off, quite the V-shaped recovery, then the stock went even higher, and now we are settled on a period. So you could be asking yourself, is this a good time to get in before the next bounce potentially happens? So of course, I'm no financial advisor, but this is just my opinion on NIKOLA for the next few days, weeks, months and years. And if you are an investor, I'm just going to be telling you what I would do if I own this company, or if I was looking to own this company. So yeah, I've not really even opened too many articles over at the top, because I'm just going to be talking about what I think about this company, because there's a lot of news and it's hard to know what to believe about this company. So what do we have along the top? We're just going to be looking at some of the titles of these articles, because honestly that is just enough. So let's just go back to refresh your memory about what NIKOLA has apparently done. So NIKOLA is apparently a fraudulent company. So NIKOLA admits rolling a truck downhill as it counters fraud claims. So the truck has been rolled downhill. What does that imply? It implies that the truck's not necessarily real. We've got other things which are, I think it was NIKOLA founder bought truck designs from a third party. I think he also bought some technology from a third party and pretended that it was NIKOLA's, not necessarily saying that it was NIKOLA's, but not necessarily saying that it wasn't NIKOLA's. So, you know, the investor could have been fooled into believing that it was potentially from NIKOLA where it might not have been. I think another thing was the NIKOLA founder Trevor Milton actually steps down after the fraud allegations, and in more recent days we have apparently NIKOLA targeting critical YouTube accounts in a copyright crackdown. If anybody from NIKOLA is watching, this is not a critical video. Please don't strike this video down. I just think that is not necessarily the way to go, because yes, of course, there's a lot of bad news about NIKOLA, and you know, I could understand if they don't want to get it out there, but let's just face it, that's just kind of, you know, going against the principles of free speech. And if a company can't have critics, then, you know, it's not necessarily the best company to follow, because that's not the best business model in my opinion. Just look at Tesla. Look at how many people are critical of Tesla, and look at how that's actually driven the price up. We've had short squeezes on Tesla for quite some time, and that has driven the price up. So actually critics can potentially even be a good thing for a company, and I think it's important to have a fair perspective of what the company does, in my opinion, but we're deviating from the topic here. So, NIKOLA postpones showcase as it tries to win back confidence. So the company is looking to win back confidence, and that implies that they are not going away. So Trevor has now stepped down, and the company may actually go ahead with producing their truck. I think it was NIKOLA that was also partnered, with General Motors, and I don't think that one's going through either. So, are we looking to swing trade this stock, or are we looking to invest in this stock? That is a question which you need to ask yourself here. Now, it's a very hard one to analyse in my opinion, because of course I'm no professional at this, but what I will say is yes, if you want to take the risk, perhaps NIKOLA could be the stock to buy. However, things are just looking a bit edgy with this company at the minute. Of course, we are looking at a bargain price, actually half price from the point of $50, but is the stock actually going to crash into the ground? That is a real question which you need to ask yourself. Anyway, I just made a very short video on this stock tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like, please do subscribe. I will see you in the next one, which will be out tomorrow. Goodbye for now.